Hey, what's up? John Sonmez from simpleprogrammer.com. So I thought I'd change it up a little bit and give you a shot at my desk here, which is coming together. My office is coming together pretty soon. There'll actually be somewhat of a background and scenery in here. So it takes so long to settle in after you move. Anyway, I got this question that this is going to be a tough question for me to answer. Is entertainment for relaxing a bad thing? I know some of you think that all I do is work. Actually, I think some of you think that all that I do is just literally shoot YouTube videos all day, which is not true. I usually shoot them at like 11:58 p.m. because I got to get 2 done before midnight. No, I spend maybe like half an hour to an hour shooting YouTube videos every day, pretty much. But I do work quite a bit. So, is entertainment for relaxing a bad thing here? So this email is from CAN, which I believe is Turkish for John. I think so. I don't know. Someone will correct me if I'm wrong. But he says, hi John, I was wondering if you could do a video about entertainment/relaxation outside of work. I go to the gym every morning for an hour and read a book 20 minutes every morning, but after working all day, I don't know what I should do to unwind after a busy workday. Watching TV, playing video games, etc. is a waste of time, and you can't just socialize every day. Tell that to everyone here in PB that apparently does go out and drink every night. I don't get it, but yeah, I agree. What do you do to unwind after a busy day? What are some activities that you do with your family? Appreciated. Okay, so I've got a couple of thoughts on this. For most people, they don't need the answer to this question, right? So most people are doing too much of the relaxation and unwinding, right? So for you need to get to work. You need to work more. You need to do less of it. You're justifying it. So I'm going to address that because I think that's the bigger, if we look at the 80-20 rule, 80% of you that are watching this video, you're doing too much of the relaxation, right? And what you're doing is you're saying, well, you got to relax, right? You got to all work and no play makes Johnny a dull boy. Well, Johnny may have been a dull boy, but Johnny accomplished all of his dreams and got rich. And so if you want to accomplish your dreams, you can't be watching 3 hours of TV a day and playing video games and doing all this stuff, especially if you've got a full-time job and you want to start something on the side, or you want to get in shape, you want to do something like that. It's going to be hard work, right? I've done some videos on, I think I did a video called You're Effing Lazy, which you can check out here, and I talk about that. In fact, you know what? I know that I have this now. I'm pretty sure, because I've mentioned this before. I think I have a playlist, if not, I will now, of me calling you lazy and to get to work. So if you're already spending too much time relaxing and you can justify relaxing and you think relaxing is okay, you need to watch that playlist. If you're a little bit like me, and you think relaxing is not okay in any form, and that anything that you're doing that is not productive and in some way moving the flag forward is a waste of time, now I'll address you and address this question, okay? I wanted to clear out the scragglers first, right? So here's my weakness. I tend to think that everything that is not productive, that isn't, if I'm not setting the goal forward, it's a waste of time. I logically know that this is not true, that people need a little bit of relaxation. You need to have a little bit of fun. Do something that's fun. So I've got a couple of things here, and again, you guys are watching me, I'm a work in progress, right? I'm working on these things. When I give you advice, it doesn't mean that I've mastered it. It means I'm on the way to mastering it. It means that I've figured some of this out, and I'm trying to do it, and I'm trying to share it. So this is what I think. I think first of all, again, I'm avoiding the relaxation part, but we'll get to it. I think first of all, one of the things that you can do is that when you work hard, when you work in any respect, you can enjoy it. You can have fun in what you're doing. It doesn't have to be dreadful. Your mind doesn't know the difference between playing and working. To your mind, to your brain, It's all working. It's all shift those chemicals and make electrical signals, right? You see what I'm saying? Your brain doesn't actually know. Well, if you're playing a video game and you're having fun and you're, playing Halo 2 or what is it? I guess it's probably Halo 4 now or 5. I don't even know. But when you're doing that, that's really, really brain intensive, right? I hope you realize this. But it feels like fun because you've decided it's fun. Now, I'm not going to BS you. It's hard to make some things seem like fun. But in general, what you need to do in order to be able to work as hard as you can is you got to find the fun in it, right? And I always say this, it's not what you do, it's how you do it. And don't do what you love what you do, right? Both of those things combined. You got to love what you do. So you don't always get to choose to do what you love, right? And if you're living your life, some of us are living our lives in order to be able to do what we love. So we're saying, okay, I'm going to do all this crap. I'm going to work 10 hours a day or 12 hours a day or 14 hours a day, and I'm going to do it for 10 years or whatever it is, and I'm going to save up all this money so I can finally do what I love. Wrong. You might be dead by then. Wrong. You're not going to be able to enjoy it, right? I'm telling you this because I made this mistake. I went down this path. I'm going to point to this book again. I think I've done a review on this book. I've mentioned it several times. It's David Deda's book here, and it's called The Way of the Superior Man. And the very first chapter is what you need to read there, which is basically, it's never finished. It's never done. Stop waiting for your life to begin. Stop. I did another video on waiting for someday. That you're waiting for your life to begin, right? And so my point here is that you can actually have fun and enjoy your life while you're doing it right now, right? It's a mindset thing, right? You can be doing the same work and you can be whistling a tune like, the Seven Dwarves, right? Those guys are good. Think about Snow White, right? These are dwarves going down into a freaking dark ass mine to go mine, but they're all cheerful and having a good time and whistling while they work, right? That can be you. So that's your number one, that's your first strategy, because if you're not enjoying what you're doing, then the relaxation, right? If you say like, I got to get my 30 minutes of relaxation, that's not going to be enough, right? What you're going to be doing is you're going to be living to finally get to the gold at the end of the rainbow, and it's never going to get there. You're never going to reach it. So instead, try to figure out, okay, and here's the shift that I'm making. Again, I'm telling you stuff that I've been working on, but I've been having more success with this lately, which is don't say, catch yourself, right? Linguistics are important. What you say influences how you feel and what you think. So do not say, I have to do, right? When you say I have to do, your whole body tenses up. You basically believe now that you are under obligation. It becomes work. You instead rephrase it, right? Every time you say I have to do something, catch yourself and say I get to, or I have the opportunity to, or I choose to. Anything that's empowering, anything besides I can't or I must, right? It's I choose to. I get to is a great attitude, because you get to wake up in the morning and you get to go to work and you get to sit in an air-conditioned office, most of us, right, and make a lot of money and socialize with people, and you get to eat breakfast and all of this stuff. There's a lot to be grateful for, right? So you get to do those things. You get to breathe the air, right? So that's where I'm going to start with this. Now let's get to the relaxation part. I'm not even answering the question, right? This is how I avoid this. So I don't do a lot of relaxation. I should do more. I think so. I'd like to take up maybe some meditation and stuff. Actually, I do play. Maybe the last week I had I found an iPhone game that I started playing on my iPhone, like 15 minutes. Just take 15 minutes and I'm just going to play this game, this silly little game. It felt pretty good. So, and my brain was raging against this, of course, because it's like, what are you doing, man? Like, find something fun that's productive. Playing this stupid iPhone game, and my brain is thinking, you're not getting any valuable skills. What are you doing, man? You're leveling up in this stupid game. This doesn't make any sense. Like, why are you doing this? And then I just had to say, John, you need to chill the fuck out, bro. Trying not to use the F-bomb, but whatever. Anyway, I had to tell myself to chill out. Like, it doesn't matter. If you spend 15 minutes playing this game, you're going to feel relaxed. It's okay. You can enjoy that. So to answer the question, I think it doesn't matter. It's okay, right? What's not okay is to spend like a couple of hours wasting your time every day with an addiction, a habit, watching TV, something that's unproductive, that may actually be destroying your brain, right? TV is destroying your brain, right? Things like that. But if you're going to play like a little bit of a video game, or you're going to do something that's relaxing, go out and socialize, or you're going to go take a walk with your kid in the park and ride bikes or whatever it is, that's totally cool. Do that. Just make sure that you're not doing things that are destructive, and you're not spending so much time, and you're not justifying it by saying, well, I got to relax, man. Because if you feel like what you got to do is you don't want to be in this place, right? This is what I know for sure. You don't want to be in the place where, oh, I just got to blow off some steam. Oh, I just got to relax because I'm just working too hard. Because that indicates you're not going to be able to relax, right? What you got to do is it's got to be planned. You got to say, look, psychologically as a person, I need to set aside a little bit of time and chill out, right? Not because I need to, you see what I'm saying? But because I am planning this out, just like you balance out other areas, just like you say, I need to go to the gym, or I'm using I need, I get to. Anyway, in that context, it's all right. But you get to go to the gym, you get to do these things, but you plan those things out because you want those things in your life as a balanced life. It's the same thing with the relaxation. If you're to the point where you need it, that's a problem. That indicates that you need to go backwards. You need to say, how can I enjoy and live the life that I'm living right now better, so that I don't feel like I need to, so that the relaxation actually becomes an enhancement to your life. You see the difference? If it becomes something that I gotta blow off steam, or I gotta do this, instead of this enhances my life, it's going to make me a little more energized. It's going to give me a little bit more of a, switch up the brain, right? I think there's a famous Winston Churchill quote. I can't even think of the quote, but he was famous for basically saying that you got to switch things up. I think Churchill, he took a painting. I think he was a sucky painter, but he didn't care. It didn't have any purpose. You see what I'm saying? He just did it to switch gears in his mind because he knew that made him more productive at other things. So there's an answer for you. Sometimes, if you do some stupid stuff that doesn't seem productive at all, just switching gears in your brain actually makes you more productive in the other things that you do. So it's important to do. Don't do it too much. If you are. So I don't know. I'm working on it. Like I said, I have a hard time. I keep on putting into my schedule. I'm like, okay, next week I'm going to schedule an hour to like do something fun every day, relax or something. I have yet to do it, so maybe I'll start doing that. But I've been getting 15 minutes. That's a start, right? I might have to go to Workaholics Anonymous, but they would say 15 minutes a day. That you're doing good, John. It's okay. So anyway, that's all I got for you. But I do have one other thing that I have to tell you about here, which is that this is imperative, right? If you want to relax, you should click the subscribe button. So that you can watch my videos. That's a great time to just relax your brain. Click the subscribe button and join me on my quest and check to see if maybe I've figured this out. So anyway, hope you liked the video and take care.